Welcome to the Powderkeg Podcast, Pitch Edition. Today, you'll get to hear from an exciting new marketing tech company that's disrupting the e-commerce industry. I'm your host, Matt Hunkler, and this is the Powderkeg Podcast, the show that plugs you into the massive opportunities in startups and innovation in tech hubs beyond Silicon Valley that are exploding with potential. In today's Powderkeg Pitch episode, we're sharing a 5-minute live startup pitch between an entrepreneur and an expert panel of investors and advisors. If you like the show Shark Tank, I think you're going to love this. In today's episode, you'll be hearing from my good friend Yaw Aning, the CEO and founder of Malomo. You may recognize Yaw from episode 96 of the Powderkeg Podcast, where we discussed customer success strategies, which his startup has everything to do with. On today's show, Yaw pitches his startup Malomo, which is a shipment tracking platform for e-commerce marketers who care about their customers. It's a great pitch from a live event that we hosted just before the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm really missing getting to see people in person right now. I can't wait to get into the pitch, but before we jump right in, would you like to discover even more interesting companies, stories, and strategies to help you reach your full potential? Get the inside scoop with Powderkeg's hand-curated newsletter, The Spark, delivered to your inbox each week with the tech news and opportunities outside Silicon Valley that you really need to know. Just go to powderkeg.com, sign up right on the homepage. Each Thursday, you're going to get an email directly from me with the most important stories, trends, and companies in tech. It's curated by some of the most connected people in the tech hubs between the coasts with insights that you're not going to find anywhere else. Our whole team at Powderkeg works on it. We love putting these together, and we really want to find the best stories to share with you. So again, you can sign up for the Spark at powderkeg.com. That's POWDERKEG, powderkeg, all one word, .com. Okay, now back to the pitch. Here's how this is going to work. Yaw has just 5 minutes to pitch his startup Malomo to a live panel of investors and industry experts. The panel then has time to hit Yaw with a few hard-hitting and rapid-fire Q&A questions. It's kind of like Shark Tank, but again, a little less ego involved with it. We've got some great advisors here, and the 4 special experts that you're going to hear from in this pitch episode include Darcy Lee, the Director of Sales at AIS, Alex Shortle, the Vice President at Curriculum Capital, Kathy Langloy, Executive Vice President at Peopleosity, and Tiffany Souter, President and CEO at Element 3. Today's presenter, Yaw Aning, found himself bitten by the entrepreneurial bug at a very young age. Yaw joined the entrepreneurial program called the Orr Fellowship, where he grew his entrepreneurial skills, and that led him on his own entrepreneurial journey of growing and founding his company. Fun fact, I am a product of the Orr Fellowship as well. In fact, Yaw was in the class that recruited the likes of me, so I have him to thank for part of my entrepreneurial journey. And Yaw's had a number of entrepreneurial successes, but currently he's killing it at Malomo, which is a platform that turns shipment tracking into a powerful marketing channel for e-commerce brands. I really hope you enjoy the pitch and reach out to the founder of the show. Here's my friend Yaw Aning with Malomo.
Well, meet Maya. She's heading on vacation and she needs a new bathing suit. So she does what most people do. She goes online and searches for a new suit to wear and looks at sites and spends hours upon hours and finds the perfect suit and clicks the buy button. She's heading on vacation in about 7 days, so she chooses free shipping. So it should arrive in about 3 to 5 days. So she's cutting it close, so she feels like she's got enough time. She waits a couple days and realizes, hey, I don't know what's happening with my package. So she goes and she searches for her email and finds that order confirmation. And then she clicks through to that tracking page, spends a couple minutes deciphering what the heck is going on this page, and realizes, unfortunately, that her package is delayed, right? If she's wondering, why didn't the brand tell me? If I would have known, I could have gone out and bought another suit before I went on vacation. And we've all been there before, right? You buy something online, it's an emotional journey, right? And it's emotional on both sides, right? I personally take a sick day whenever I've got a new package coming home. Don't tell my boss. But also, like, you click through that tracking page and package hasn't shipped yet. What the hell are they doing, right? It's a very emotional journey, and brands have no control over this process. And so what we do is we give brands a platform to manage the post-purchase customer experience to not lose that customer at a pivotal moment in that journey with the brand. So our platform allows the brand to send well-timed communication, proactive notifications about their package, and send them to a branded tracking page that lets the brand creatively build relationships with their customers. So this is how it works. Malomo connects to a brand's shopping platform, right now Shopify. We also connect to carriers where we pull in a real-time stream of data around what's happening with that package. We bundle all of that up and send it to the e-commerce brand's email marketing platform so that they can design out flows that trigger off emails based on the shipment status. When those emails go out, they're sent to customers, proactively notifying them of where their package is. And then it also drives them to a tracking page, which gives them real-time information about where their shipment is. The best part about our platform is we give brands full control over their post-purchase experience to drive the relationship that they need to drive with that customer in that moment. To give you an example of what that is, I'm gonna fight this clicker. One of our customers, Made in Cookware, delivers care tips about how to use their cookware in the best way. This drives a 15% click-through back to the brand site and opens up additional cross-sell and upsell opportunities for their customers. We also give brands a way to dynamically create transactional shipping emails. So if we know packages in transit, customer bought a pan, we can dynamically cross-sell them knives. If we know that they didn't buy a pan, we can then push them to our wide cookware collection. So on average, customers check shipment tracking 4 times in an order, and that's a ton of engagement that we then deliver to the brand to give them a lot of unique insights about what content is performing really well and how that engagement's driving the outcomes that they want with their post-purchase experience. We launched the platform in April, and at that time, customers checked tracking pages, Malomo tracking pages, on average about once every 13 minutes. Last month that accelerated. Now consumers check a tracking page once every 36 seconds. Our current customers are direct-to-consumer, high-growth lifestyle brands. And there are a lot of them. Right now, last year there was 800,000 live Shopify stores. So our ask today is we're growing rapidly. We're hiring across all different departments. So if you want to work for a fun upstart brand here in Indianapolis, please come talk to me. And if you have a bad post-purchase experience with the brand, let me know. I want to talk to those companies. So thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
It's a super sexy product. That's super cool.
Thank you.
So I run a marketing company, so I'm going to ask from a marketing perspective. When you go in and pitch this to companies, where do they put this?
Yeah.
Because nobody is thinking about this right now.
Yeah. So we focus a lot. So we work with marketing leaders, logistics leaders, and most of the questions that we get is we get a ton of support requests about where is my order. So what we do is we send those transactional notifications based on where the shipment is at. And so most of the experience right now is post-purchase related. We host the tracking pages ourselves. And so the brand will connect their store to our site, and then we drive them to the hosted pages.
Do you find that the shipping department probably doesn't have like a budget for this? So it's still a marketing decision? Does that make sense?
So yeah, for the most part, it'll come from marketing.
Yeah.
Our customer experience leader at the brand. Yep.
So I can still relate to Maya. Just looking at my stuff sitting in another country when it didn't even come. I'm like, how did it get there? So you talked about rapidly growing in the next year. How do you, as the leader, make sure that you are developing the culture that continues to focus on the things that are important to where you started with this?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So one of the ways that we do that, we do that in 2 ways, really. At every weekly update meeting, we ask each other, how can we move faster? What are the things that are standing in the way of us moving faster? So we always kind of prioritize what are the roadblocks standing in our way of moving faster? But then we also try to think about so I ran a product agency for a long time, and we helped a lot of early stage tech companies build product. And the tough thing was people have a vision 5 years out of what the product is, but you've got to build what you have the resources to build today. So we try as hard as possible to use other people's products. When we built the first version of our product, we would log into our customers' e-commerce stores, grab orders, and then log into an email marketing platform and manually send off emails to learn. And we did that for hundreds of orders. So we have this philosophy of let's not build until we absolutely have to. Let's remove roadblocks that get us to move faster.
How do you think about entrenching your position? You're at the tail end of the purchase process, and it seems to me it'd be easy to displace by somebody in front of you like a Shopify, especially when you're relying on their customers currently. How do you think about solidifying your position there?
So could you say that differently?
The fear for me is being, serving out mostly Shopify sites currently.
Mm-hmm.
How would it be easy to displace you? Shopify want to come in and say, okay, these guys are actually capturing a hell of a lot of value.
Yeah.
Can I sneak in there? So how are you thinking about entrenching your position?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. So what we're trying to do, Shopify is really focused on the purchase experience, and a lot of if you look at the acquisitions that they made, the investments in technology, it's all about helping brands sell more through the purchase experience, and they've completely neglected the post-purchase experience, and that's why we've seen the opportunity arise for us. So part of it is just the market's moving really fast. Let's move faster than they can move to acquire customers. But we're also looking at this area where we could become the Shopify of post-purchase, where we're a platform and other technology providers plug into the tracking page. So to give you an example, you want to return a product, you search your email, you go back to the brand site, and you have to interact with their support team. You could have a returns widget right on the tracking page to handle the return seamlessly so that it doesn't even touch a customer. So we want to be that post-purchase hub that the brand really uses to manage the relationship with the customer after they've bought.
My question sort of aligns with that because I was thinking about the tips that are provided within some of the content that you're producing, as well as the complementary products. And I sort of see that when you're talking about customer experience and you're looking into like artificial intelligence, and by 2030, 30% of your interactions are going to be with chatbots or with some sort of AI. Are you looking to create integration in some way, shape, or form with those Shopify sellers in order to create what products are mentioned as complementary products, or is that something that's done manually?
Yeah, no, we're plugging in. So we try to do smart recommendations. So we'll look at the products, look at the customer behaviors that people are doing on site, track all of that to know how to recommend products after they buy. So what are the complementary things that they might have added to their cart but they didn't check out with, that we know other people buy that are related to the things that the person just bought. So being really smart, because that just increases conversion rates for those brands.
That's it. Let's give it up.
Cool, thank you.
That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. And a huge thanks to Yaw Aning of GoMalomo.com. Make sure you check that out. And for links to the social profiles for Yaw and the other people, companies, and resources mentioned in this episode, head on over to Powderkeg.com and check out the show notes. We're going to be doing a lot more pitch episodes and events like the one that you just heard, except we're doing them, of course, virtually now. So be sure to check out our upcoming live streams, community Q&A, and expert advice that you can get at all of our virtual events at powderkeg.com/events. And if you're currently in the market for finding a new role, Powderkeg can connect you with awesome tech companies between the coasts that are growing like crazy. Right now, you can apply for our free matches platform at powderkeg.com/jobs. Matches has a specialized focus on the tech hubs outside of the valley so that you can easily navigate this opportunity-packed landscape for potential. Our job matching platform leverages thousands of participants, employers, and teams within our ecosystem to get you connected directly to decision makers, shortcutting the hiring process. You can apply today for matches absolutely free at powderkeg.com/jobs. And of course, to be among the first to hear the stories about entrepreneurs, investors, and other tech leaders outside of Silicon Valley, subscribe to us on iTunes at powderkeg.com/iTunes. We'll catch you next time on the Powderkeg Podcast.